Hi everyone, so today we're going to be meal prepping for 4 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm going to be counting all my macros. This is going to be a lot better for me to lose weight because lately I've been on a roller coaster. I've been doing really good, and then on some weeks I'll be doing really bad. Lately I've been doing really bad because May was my birthday month, so I kind of like caved in and kind of treated myself way too hard or way too much. So let's start meal prepping. So the first thing we're going to be making is dessert. We're going to be making a protein cheesecake made out of cottage cheese. I've never had this before, so we're going to try it out together. I feel like it's going to be really good though, because I like anything that's like anything with the word cheese on it. Like, come on. So I have this little mold right here, and it's giving me like the vintage 1970s shrimp in the gelatin kind of vibe. So let's start off with the ingredients. Okay, so our ingredients, we have a packet of cheesecake pudding from Jell-O. This is the sugar-free kind, so it only has 25 calories. This is going to be like for mainly flavoring and to give that like nice texture, along with 2 packets of gelatin, some cottage cheese, I got the low-fat kind, and also 2 cups of water. We're gonna let the gelatin just sit for a good 5 minutes. Now into the blender, I'm adding 1.5 cups of cottage cheese along with the Jell-O packet. Wow, look how smooth that is. It's almost like a real cheesecake. Now we're going to take our gelatin, nice and set by now. We're going to add it into the blender, and we're going to blend this all up together. We can finally add our mixture into our mold. And that looks beautiful. I'm just gonna pop this in the refrigerator until it sets, and I'm really excited. Protein cheesecake is in the fridge doing its thing. We can start making our lunch. We have 2 big juicy eggplants, 2 bell peppers. I have 400 grams of ground pork, some green onions to garnish and also have some little bit of flavor and color. And I also have my sauce that I'm going to be using, which I'm kind of making right now. I'm just going to mix it up. It is 2 tablespoons of miso paste, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, and a tablespoon of maple syrup. So I'm just going to mix this all up together. Sauce is all blended up. Now we're gonna go ahead and chop up the veggies. So I forgot to mention that I'm using 2 garlic cloves. You guys, it's time to cook. So I'm gonna be never mind. I was gonna add olive oil, but I forgot that I do have avocado oil from a spray. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. 400 grams of ground pork along with the 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna add it in here. I'm adding my veggies now. Bell peppers. Eggplants. I don't know if this is all gonna fit, to be honest. Like, you guys, I need to invest in a bigger pan or like a pot because this is not working. Like, that's way too much eggplant, and I still have more in this bowl. Okay, so I managed to cram all the eggplant in here. It's been simmering for about a good, I would say, like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try to flip this. I hate it. One of my biggest pet peeves is when the food you're cooking just falls and you just waste so much food. You either waste food or you just pick it up and put it back, and I hate that so much. I just have to turn this, oh my gosh, without it spilling, which honestly it's probably gonna spill, so whatever. Now it's time to pour in the sauce. I'm just gonna pour it in. While our lunch is currently cooking, we're going to be making our dinner, which is going to be salmon with cauliflower rice. I have 4 fillets of salmon. This is about 26 3/4 of an ounce. This is going to be really simple. I'm just going to bake this. Just cook this until, well, actually, do I really have to cook it if it's going to be meal prepped? Okay guys, so while our stir fry eggplant lunch is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make the salmon. And I have 1 lemon that I'm going to juice into the salmon, along with some dill. Fresh is preferred, but I only have this right now. Some garlic salt, some garlic powder, and some paprika. So let's marinate this while the lunch is cooking. Time to bake the salmon. I'm baking it at 400 degrees at about 15 minutes. I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and check with the thermometer, but about 15 minutes at 400 degrees. So I'm gonna open up all these bags. 1 bag per container per meal, and I'm adding it into this bowl, and then I'm gonna microwave it for maybe like a good 6 minutes. Finally, our meals are ready. The salmon is cooked, our eggplant stir fry, our cauliflower rice, so we just have to put everything together. We have our little containers here. Okay, so I'm doing 10 ounces of cauliflower rice per container for our dinner. Cauliflower rice is ready. Now it's time for the salmon. How does the skin look? Ooh, the skin looks perfect. You guys, the skin is actually my favorite. So, okay, I need a little bit more. Good enough. So this is what a meal for lunch looks like. I'm going to add in a wedge of lemon. Ta-da! So this is what the meal is looking like. Pretty simple. I'm gonna add a few capers. 1 tablespoon is 5 calories, so I'm gonna add probably a tablespoon per container. So there's that. Oh, actually, I'm actually adding half a tablespoon. So our dinner is complete. Very simple. Moving on to lunch. So this meal weighed in total of around 11.9 on average. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle in some green onions. And I don't know if I did the math correctly, but each portion of these green onions is 10 calories. I don't know about you, but that seems a little too much for me. I don't know. What do you think? Does this look like 10 calories worth of green onions? I don't know. But this is what our dinner looks like. And we're finally complete. For breakfast, I'm gonna do an avocado toast. So I have a lot of avocados that I gotta get rid of. For breakfast, some rye bread. I'm gonna have 1 slice of this. So I'm having avocado toast for breakfast along with some sprinkle of hemp seeds and probably like a slice of tomato or something like that. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. Breakfast is always going to be different. So this is what my lunch and dinner looks like. We have our eggplant and ground pork stir fry. And then for dinner, we have our cauliflower rice with baked salmon. So this is my meal prep for the next 4 days. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys meal prep too if you really need to, or if you want to lose weight with me, go ahead, let me know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Update on the cheesecake. It still hasn't really hardened up. So it's basically just pudding, and I think I ruined it because I added in more gelatin, which kind of made it really gritty. So it's like gritty pudding. I should have just left it alone and just made it like regular pudding, but overall it was alright. I just didn't like the grittiness to it, and I added like a splash of lemon juice to make it like a sour cheesecake, and it was alright. I would eat it again.